I went into a bit of a hyperdrive working-wise. My voice is gone. I did a bit too many social things and I always get sick after. So I'm not really ill, it's just my voice cracks and it's not the time to talk a lot. But just a little summary of all the things that I did in the weeks that I didn't film. I had a group show last week. 2 of my paintings were in there. It's the same gallery as I was in last year. It was only a week and the curator there was gonna have her last exhibition over there. So it's kind of a ending group exhibition. And then I did another live illustration gig. We're gonna talk about some possibilities on Friday, which is tomorrow again. I'm also talking with the other hotel that I live illustrated at for some other possible jobs, so that would be nice. Then tonight someone is coming to the studio, which is going to be pretty exciting if it really happens. But I can't really tell you anything about that yet, so you have to wait on that, probably a long time. And then I've also started filming my first work in progress online course. I have filmed almost everything now, but since my voice is gone, I have to wait until I finish the last portion, but I'm hoping on a release before summer. I'm also still working on the Start Your Business book, but my current laptop can't handle the files, so I have to do it at home. And the thing is that once I start working from home, it's kind of editing day. It feels like I have to edit the video, and that's the reason that I work from home. But then if I have to do something else, it kind of feels weird. So I don't know, I like the typing, but making the layout, I started it, but then I never continued it. So we're working on it, but it's going a bit slower than I expected. And then you saw in this video that I also worked on a painting, which is actually good that I didn't work on it for too much, because now it could dry and I hope to get some painting in there today. And then later today I actually have to go to an opening because the illustrations that I made last year are finally up and there's an opening of the whole area over there. So I hope I can show you a little bit about that here. I have to think of how to kind of gather my paintings in a space that they're not going to be a wet paint, because I want some of them out because they're currently there. And this is not the best way to display paintings. So I think I'm just gonna maybe move them over to the window, and maybe I'll have to clear out this area as well, because maybe just move it around. I'm not sure exactly. Such a big studio and I still have too little space. It's so ridiculous. Making itself a bit too much at home over here. Oh, it's a really big one. Oh, if you're afraid of spiders, don't look. And suddenly there was no light. I keep forgetting how big this one is. Both. I'm now looking at this bare wall because a print was hanging there, but I took it with me to the market. And now I'm thinking, why not hang an original over there? Because it's empty. I went to another person's studio, like a friend's studio, and they had this whole place filled with, every wall was filled with art and illustrations, and not just their own. And it made me think, like, I want to have that more. Like, I want to keep this area empty for inspiration, but then this can be filled a lot more with art and with different stuff. So I'm going to start with that one. Maybe later it'd be fun to just include stuff like this. Like, these are older ones, smaller ones, but I think they do look fun here. Okay, so now a voice. Oh. Okay, so now that that is done, I am back to computer work again because that was my priority for today, because I have a possible client illustration job on the horizon, and I'm hoping to get some painting done, but I'll see you if I see you, and otherwise it's going to be another day. I just sent out an email with a proposal. It always makes my head hurt if I do illustrations, especially because I have to get the specifics right, like licensing and everything. That's different with originals. There's just one price. So that is done. It is now 3:30, so I have about 2 hours left. I think I'm just gonna take a little break and then go to the event. And I'll see you tomorrow. So my voice is still a bit dead, but I feel a lot better than this Friday when this Sunday. So yesterday I did a Riso print workshop and I'm super happy with the result. The actual print that we made for an exhibition is going to be up on Friday, and that's also when the opening is. It's with this collective of people that got like a Riso printer, a heating press, another printer, and they do everything as a collective, and they do like a lot of events as well, and they're based in the south of the Netherlands. I applied in one of their open calls and I was selected. So we made a A3 print together, and then I also asked to make another A4 print because I have a few markets lined up, and well, it was just not intimidating with them, and the one-on-one workshop worked really well because I felt like the first time I wanted to make a Riso print, it was a little bit rushed. I loved how the print came out, but I did not understand the process. And we focused mainly that time on the zine because that has so many pages and so many layers, etc. So the print was a little bit rushed. And I had an exhibition to organize, of course. So this time we could just really look at all the layers and how it works, and it was so simple. But it was really fun to make, and I love how both turned out. And these are now available in my online shop, Motion Stillness Movement and Settle Down Slowly. So the plan today, since I'm still feeling a little bit ill, is just to take it easy. I had a really busy week last week, and I'm gonna have a few busy nights this week as well. So I'm just gonna get into the workflow slowly, maybe do some admin stuff. I haven't updated like my invoices and receipts and stuff in a while, so that will be a thing probably. Very exciting. And I'm having a new haircut at 5, so that's in the same building, which is great. I'm just gonna take it slow. I have to make visuals for one thing though. So I am going to make one floral collage. I have to order something, that's it. I have a few misprints left over. So there was an issue with the printer. So we had to print some leftovers where there was just one color. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I'm going to keep them just to be sure. And these ones I'm going to pack individually. I have a market coming up. Actually, I have 2 markets coming up. So when I bring prints, I try to pack them in plastic, even though when I send them, I don't pack them in plastic. Because every time someone touches a print, it might get damaged, and otherwise I have to throw it away. If you've been seeing my other videos where I make big oil paintings, very personal work, very deep work, lots of self-portraits, and they take forever, you might be wondering, why have you been making
illustrations, clouds, florals, stuff like that in the last few videos. And that's just because it's easy. I don't have to think about it too much. It's very commission based, so there's like a clear end goal. In this case, I'm making florals because I need them for a floral painting workshop. And not just a regular floral painting workshop, it's like my own theme. It's called Fantastical Florals, so they're kind of imaginary, but also very expressive. In this case, I am using watercolors and acrylic paints, and it's just fun to use the paints, honestly. I don't have to think about how a floral looks. I don't have to think how a floral feels. They just need to be nice in a composition way and also in a color wise way. And it's so easy to just work from reference every once in a while and let your brush do the work and not really have your head do the work, honestly. And in this case, I was making a poster for a floral workshop that I'm doing with a hotel that I live illustrated for, that I mentioned earlier in the video. I mentioned that there might be an opportunity to work together again, and we are doing that at the end of July. If you happen to be in the Amsterdam nearby, or you're flying over and staying in that area, then definitely check it out. I'll be there. I'll put a link in the description. I hadn't made collages in a while and I forgot what glue I used. So the first day it kept getting loose, and the next day I ran to the art store and they advised me on some great glue, and that's the green bottle that you see me using, and they turned out nice. This is the final result.
It's a busy week, so we're just doing iPhone shots here. My house is filled. This is all the stuff that I had with me at the market. And then there's like a big case for prints. And I'm gonna bring that back to the studio, but not today. Also, our house is filled with bikes, things, and other stuff because we are doing the backyard. And it looks like a dumpster right now, but yeah, we're getting there. The market yesterday was really fun. I didn't sell that much. It wasn't super busy. But it was really fun, and a new group of people as well. Sound is gonna sound terrible because I recorded with my phone, but one thing, like if you've seen my life update video, you know what I am kind of discovering about myself right now. I'm suspecting that I have autism, and I'm halfway through the process of the diagnosis right now. And one thing that I found really cool was normally I would just stay inside. And there's sweat, there's warmth, there's noise, there's like loads of different things coming at you at the same time. And this time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna step outside. And that might seem really normal and really, yeah, just a thing you do, or you don't mind the sound and stuff at all. But for me, that was really a realization And I just did that because I am learning so much about myself and also learning to see kind of the signs. So I stepped outside. I was there like in the fresh air for a little bit, just staring at nothing, not like looking at my phone or anything, just being outside. And then I went inside and I went to the bar and I asked for like plugs because I forgot my own, and it was fine. And then I enjoyed the band, and it wasn't like sensory overload like normally I would have, which I would have suffered through. And then when I would have come home, I would have been dead. But this time it was just fine. The band was really cool. After they left, it was so warm. You could just go outside, get some fresh air. And then the market continued and it was okay. And that's just something that, yeah, I am learning about myself, and I wanted to share a little bit because I know there's a lot of you out here that are dealing with the same stuff. And I know I have not listened to my own body for a long time. So yeah. Anyway, tonight is again event day. I'm going to a Riso print exhibition for which I made a Riso print, and it's really cool. It's event season right now. It's kind of overloading, but I'm looking forward to this. So I'm just doing like the snippets on the iPhone right now. And we are walking to the studio because I left my bike at the studio. So I'm hoping to share some nice views.
Even though I had an event that night, I felt inspired to use a few spare hours to paint. In the last video, I worked on painting this pink hand and I wasn't sure on how to continue it. But here I'm just experimenting with what direction I want the painting to go. This painting is still not done. We'll get back to it in the next video, but for now I want to thank you for watching. I want to say a special thank you to my patrons that support me every month. If you want to join, there are monthly lessons and work in progress posts that I share on there and not anywhere else. If you like this video, let me know what you think, what you're working on. Let me know your feelings, anything you have on your mind, and I will see you in the next one.